И здравствуйте, и добро пожаловать на канал Last of War Беларусь, я Last of War, это Neverwinter 2, вот наша славная компания. Как вы можете видеть, мы включили интерфейс и отправляемся в замок Невервинтерский, чтобы поучаствовать в судебном процессе над, в общем-то, собой. Правда, давайте я переключусь теперь на более привычный вид, тактический, так скажем, и мы пойдем вперед. Здрасте. Мы, по-моему, собрали все необходимые улики, все факты, которые нам были доступны, так что осталось только поговорить с нашим дорогим лордом Нашем, я так понимаю. Давайте я посмотрю, почитаю журнал. Так, нужно поговорить с сэром Нивалем, или Нивалем. И он находится в тронном зале. Окей, вот и он, к счастью, не ошибся зданием. Как проходит расследование? Наши маги и разведчики пока не принесли никаких вестей. Мне кажется, я собрала достаточно доказательств, чтобы подтвердить мою невиновность. Если ты так уверена, но я бы не стал искать за спиной у лусканцев доказательства против них. Тебя просто казнят. Ты впрямь собираешься этим заняться? Да, давай так и сделаем. Хорошо, давай отнесем это Нашеру.
Lord Nasher Allegandar, defender of Neverwinter, and Reverend Judge Olef Uskar, Lord Justiciar of Tyr.
Bring in the accused. Reverend Judge, let the trial commence.
We are gathered here to determine the truth of the crime committed in the small village of Ember. Its people slaughtered to the last man, woman, and child. Under Tyr's guidance shall the truth of this matter be revealed, and justice delivered. Is the accuser here?
I speak for those the accused slaughtered at Ember, and I am here to see that justice is carried out this day.
Вы говорите не от имени убитых в Эмбере, посланник. Вы виноваты в случившемся.
I think you speak out of turn, murderer. You are on trial today, not I.
Enough! Both of you will be silent.
Oh, this will be fun. Well said, by the way. Nothing like a simple turn of phrase to make Torio look the fool.
And is the accused here? And her defender?
We are present and eager to bring the truth of this matter into Tyr's sight, Reverend Judge.
Very well. We now list the items presented by the accused in their defense, and they will be shown to the people of the court, Lord Nasher, and held aloft for the eye of Tyr to see. First off,
it may take a while for them to get through all the evidence, bless it, and the rest of the ritual nonsense, so if you have anything you want to ask, now's the best time.
А есть что-то такое, что ты можешь мне посоветовать?
Torio is an arrogant creature, but she is not a Luskan ambassador for nothing. This court is her theater, her arena, and she has had years of experience in treachery and twisting words. While evidence helps a case, she knows it is often the drama, the belief of everyone here as to who is guilty and who is not that will ultimately win the day. Do not forget that the rabble are here today to see someone hang. Unless you can convince them that you have been wronged, and grievously so, it is an uphill battle you fight.
Тогда какую стратегию ты предлагаешь?
It is somewhat unorthodox, but playing upon the animosity between Luskan and Neverwinter may help you.
Ну что ж, это меня, пожалуй, устраивает, тем более, что Лускан использует такие методы сплошь и рядом.
But that will only go so far, and may even help Torio in convincing the court that your actions may have been an attempt to start another war which no one in Neverwinter wants. I cannot give you a clear strategy, but remember that trading diplomatic words with Torio will be difficult. Do not resort to such a duel unless you feel you can absolutely win, and do not threaten her or try to bluff her unless you are equally certain. If you fail, you are bound for the gallows for certain.
Хорошо, я попытаюсь последовать твоему совету.
Well, I'm glad someone does. I occasionally have a good idea, you know.
Да, сын, спасибо, что согласился защищать меня. Ну, не то чтобы у меня были другие опции, наверное, но кто знает.
Oh, Well, you're welcome. But really, no thanks needed. I assure you, this is a labor of love, and I relish the thought of seeing Luskan lose face, and possibly Torio losing her head. Come, let us deliver some humiliations, one arrow at a time. It looks like they have finished dispensing the evidence.
And that is the evidence before us.
Perfect. Look at their faces. Torio's got quite a task ahead of her. That little harpy. Let's see her fly out of this little trap.
The accuser, Ambassador Torio Claven of Luskan, may now call witnesses to the stand.
These pieces of evidence, if that is what they truly are, can easily be explained away. It may seem extensive, but our witnesses will tell a different story.
Простите меня, посланник, но не подвергаете ли вы сомнению истинность доказательств?
Speculate? The truth is what we are here to determine. Everything is in question.
Почему вы хотите отвлечь наше внимание от этих показаний? Вы чего-то боитесь, слуга Лускана?
Is that always the last resort of one of Neverwinter? To blame Luskan for your city's failings and crimes?
I would not forget you are a guest of this city, Ambassador, and your voice is Luskan's while you are here. So I would keep a civil tongue in this court.
Of course, my lord. Forgive me, I meant no disrespect. Another witness, yes, and a most important one, Reverend Judge. Unknown to many, the people of Ember were not slaughtered to the last woman and child.
Лусканцы, очевидно, поработали с Элейн.
I call on Elaine, the last living resident of Ember, to speak on what she saw that fateful day. Elaine, thank you for coming here. I know how difficult it must be, but you realize that you are the only voice of Ember that survived that terrible tragedy. Now, please tell the court what you saw.
I saw the accused there at Ember. She killed them all.
Elaine, no.
Шандра, что ты можешь сказать?
Look, when you get the chance, ask her if I would ever travel with someone who would do that, and where we were when it occurred.
This isn't good. We need to change the course of the river streaming from her eyes, or we're all going to hang.
Почтенный судья, я хочу, чтобы свидетелю был устроен перекрестный допрос.
It will be allowed. All sides of an issue must be heard. For now, Ambassador, continue.
Go on, Elaine. Tell us what you saw.
All those people. And they had no weapons. They had no way of fighting back.
But the accused slaughtered them all, did she not?
Yes. I saw it all. I took refuge in Port Last. There was nowhere left for me to go.
You are safe now, Elaine, and the accused cannot harm you here. What more proof is needed? We have a witness that saw the accused perform the deed. Perhaps we should move on to the sentence now. The accused's guilt is plain.
Я сначала хочу задать ей несколько вопросов.
Of course. Please, the trap has already closed. There is no squirming out of it now.
Последуем совету Шандры? Ну давайте попробуем. Элейн, тебе знакома эта женщина, Шандра?
You know I do. You brought her to Port Last.
Что ты можешь сказать о ней, о ее характере? Хороший ли она человек? Верный ли друг?
Yes, I know her well, as a matter of fact. She stopped in Ember during trade season. Not once, but many times.
Тебе известно, что она путешествовала вместе со мной в течение довольно длительного времени?
No, I did not know that.
Reverend Judge, I fail to see where this line of questioning is going.
Шандра была со мной, когда Эмбер атаковали. Почему твой друг так поступил?
Elaine, listen to me. Something's wrong. Whoever did what they did at Ember, it wasn't who you think it was. I would know.
Enough! The accused has only one counsel, and only he shall speak to the witness.
Oh, Ambassador, I freely forfeit the right to question the witness when Chandra here is speaking. I really have no choice.
Elaine, we weren't even at Ember when it happened, or anywhere near there. Are you sure you saw us?
I think I did. Or, well, someone who looked very much like the accused.
What?
Вы слышали ее слова, посланник? У меня больше нет вопросов. Но, полагаю, они будут у Тория.
Forget this. Clearly the witness is too distraught to give her testimony properly. So let's choose someone who's not affected by Ember at all. Someone the accused knows all too well. I call forth Chandra Gero.
What?
Шандра, если хочешь, не стесняйся, поговори с Торио.
I'd rather spit on her. Besides, there's nothing to testify about.
Come now, Chandra. Don't be afraid. We are in a court of law. You may speak freely here.
About what? About these false accusations?
No. I am interested only in your interactions with the accused. You travel with her, do you not?
I do.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever observed the accused causing, or near, any acts that compare to the destruction at Ember?
I really don't think that...
Answer the question.
No.
Not even your home?
Well, yes. But that was different. There were...
And wasn't your home attacked twice, and is now burned to the ground?
Well, yes, but that was after...
Next time when I ask you a question, I want you to answer it, Chandra, without objecting or giving me exceptions. You are safe here, and you need not fear the accused anymore. Because you see, what I am most concerned about, Chandra, is what you think. What you really think of the accused. We know something of her activities in Neverwinter already, as well as the lands around. So think carefully before you answer.
Hope you've been treating her well. She's about to come clean.
Is she someone who might do such a thing?
No, she is a good woman who cares about others. To hear her slandered like this makes me angry at the... injustice of it.
Angry enough to attack? To kill those who stand against the accused? I see.
By the gods, if you are accusing me of what happened at Ember...
I make no such accusations. But trouble does follow the accused, oddly enough. Perhaps you are blinded. One can often be in shock after the destruction of one's home. Thank you for all your help, Chandra. I think this matter will soon be brought to a close.
I hope you get what you deserve, Ambassador.
My dear, all I want is justice.
Ну а теперь я хочу вызвать своих свидетелей.
In a moment. But there's one more witness who's critical to this case. Why, I call the accused as a witness, of course.
Очень хорошо, как раз время.
My question is a simple one. Why did you kill the people of Ember?
Очень хорошо, как раз вовремя.
My question is a simple one. Why did you kill the people of Ember?
Всем прекрасно известно, что отношения между Лусканом и Невервинтером всегда были натянутыми после того, как закончилась война. Так что, когда случается какая-то трагедия, обе стороны первым делом начинают обвинять в случившемся одна другую.
We do not need a history lesson here. Ember is all that concerns us.
Посланник, вы настаиваете на моей вине, в то время как вердикт не вынесен. Я невиновна, в чем меня обвиняют.
So you have not been to Ember, not seen the dead at your feet?
Посланник, я отправилась в Эмбер, чтобы разобраться в том, кто совершил это преступление, а не убивать этих людей.
So you were in Ember. Why? That is Luskan lands, yet there is no record of an invite or permission to enter our land. Huh. It seems we may have hit upon yet another crime, a trespass resulting in murder of the worst kind.
Вы имеете в виду, почему лусканцы убили жителей Эмбера? Возможно, вы полагаете, что говорите на лусканском языке, но здесь, в Невервинтере, это называется иначе. Ложь.
Ah, so easily angered. Is that what happened with the people of Ember? Did they ask you a question and you attacked them?
История Эмбера – великая трагедия, и я поведаю вам о ней.
That is what I asked, yes. What is this tale?
Я не имею никакого отношения к тому, что произошло в Эмбере.
Why do you continually deny your crime? All you need to do is answer for it, and you will cease to be troubled by it. And if you are not troubled by it, then what kind of a monster are you? To kill a whole village of people without conscience, without remorse?
То, что случилось с жителями Эмбера, очень огорчает меня. Эти люди не заслужили такой смерти, и если бы я могла им чем-то помочь, то обязательно сделала бы это.
Noble words, while your hands are still stained with blood. No more questions, Reverend Judge. No more questions, Reverend Judge.
Very well, Ambassador. The accused may now present their witnesses.
May I? I have a brief opening speech with some cutting barbs prepared, but if you'd rather be found innocent as quickly as possible...
Хорошо, но проконсультируйся со мной, прежде чем какой-либо свидетель предстанет перед судом.
Of course, of course. Well, now that you've told me, that is.
Is the counsel of the accused prepared to give his statement?
Thank you, Reverend Judge, Lord Nasher, and fine people of Neverwinter. These allegations are a farce, my lord. I mean to show you the innocence of this woman, a squire of Neverwinter, and the falsehood of the accusations against her. The evidence of the ambassador from Luskan is a transparent, ill-conceived ploy to destroy the life of one of Neverwinter's loyal servants.
The accused has only been a squire for a short time, conveniently promoted after the massacre of the people of Ember. Perhaps as a reward?
Ambassador, you have had your say. Now it is time for the accused to speak. And as for you, Sand, I would refrain from such accusations without first presenting proof.
My lord, the difference is, in my statements can be found the truth. I was going to call Callum of the Neverwinter 9, the commander you met in Old Owl Well after the victory there. His voice carries a great deal of weight.
Хорошо, вызывай его.
For our first witness, I summon Callum of Neverwinter 9, fresh from his victory over the vicious orc tribes in Old Owl Well. Lord Callum, none can doubt your service and loyalty to Neverwinter, your successful defense of our sovereign lands. You have met the accused before, have you not?
She was a great help to me in defeating the orc bands at Old Owl Well in earlier months. Were it not for her assistance, the well would now be held by the orcs. The soldiers of Neverwinter and the realm itself owe a deep debt of gratitude to her, and it is a travesty that these foul charges have been levied against her.
Thank you, Lord Callum. We are ever grateful to hear the words of one of the 9.
Lord Callum, I have heard you express that the charges in this court are a travesty, and that they are unwarranted.
That is true. I feel the charges are unfounded.
Is it because they are given by Luskan?
Luskan has much to gain by casting down heroes of Neverwinter. Do I trust that Luskan brings such charges in good faith? I do not. Nor do I trust your motives, Ambassador. There is a reason that low justice and high justice were divided by the Luskan-Neverwinter Treaty, and I do not believe that any Luskan court or advocate has justice on their mind.
But you do know that the voice of the accused's counsel is from Luskan, do you not? From the ranks of the Hostour of the Arcane, before he fled?
That banshee!
No, I did not.
Вы пытаетесь сказать, что никому из Лускана нельзя доверять? А как же быть с вами, посланник?
I agree. This matter concerns Ember, and whether the accused, who has sacrificed for Neverwinter on many occasions, merits such accusations. The origin of such charges or slander on the counsel of the accused has no bearing on the crime itself. I misspoke, but your behavior here, Ambassador, only grants support to my words. If there's nothing else, I think we've all wasted enough time here.
I thank Lord Callum for his time, Reverend Judge. My questions have been answered to my satisfaction.
I see Naya, the herbalist we helped in port last. I was thinking about bringing her to the stand. She could be good for our defense.
Мы ей помогли, так что, наверное, она могла бы замолвить за нас слово, правда? Ну что ж, попробуем.
The accused calls Naya, resident of Port Last. Naya, you encountered the accused in Port Last, did you not?
That's correct. I remember the accused well.
Ты можешь рассказать нам о том, что произошло в Порт-Ласте, Ная?
I am not a native of Ember. That you should all know. I have been at Port Last for the past season to help fortify the town's defense. Though my duties occupied all of my time, I was concerned about the unburied bodies in Ember. I knew from a former acquaintance, a follower of Kelimvor, that after dying such violent deaths, it was possible they could arise as undead. But I could not see to them and could not convince anyone to help until the good squire came.
Иногда необходимо идти на жертвы во имя блага других, и я всегда готова помочь добрым людям Невервинтера, когда у меня есть такая возможность.
The squire agreed to put the dead to eternal rest.
To hide the evidence, perhaps? This is meaningless.
Это очень по-лускански, смотреть таким образом на похороны. Я до сих пор помню, как в годы войны с Лусканом тела ваших убитых солдат лежали на улицах Невервинтера, но вам до них не было никакого дела.
I think you have taken my words out of context. But I forgive you. After all, it is your life at stake. Now, are you done attempting to hold off a verdict? Or are you ready at last to face justice?
No, at least one more witness, I think, and we shall close the curtain on this stage. Unknown to all, there was another survivor of the Ember Massacre. A poor, frightened boy who had to hide in a well to prevent being slaughtered. How did he know to do such a thing? Why, Marcus has a gift of sight beyond sight, the gift of a seer. And he knew the murder would happen and the true identity of the killer. Tell us what you saw, young Marcus, what you saw with your special gift.
It was a huge man that killed the village. I don't know how you could confuse him with her. They don't look anything alike. Maybe he used a magic disguise. But disguises like that don't fool me.
What is this, a joke? You bring a child seer onto the stand, ask him a question, and then have him lie for you?
Так вы называете свидетеля лжецом, посланник? Не очень-то разумно с вашей стороны.
The boy is an innocent victim in all this, to be sure. But, just to be fair, let us test his power and see how much of a seer he truly is. Marcus, what do I hold in my left hand?
Your left hand holds an iron ring. The ring of Garius, the master of the fifth tower. You hold it tightly, as if afraid it will fly from you. Every time you touch the ring, you see how angry he becomes when one fails him, and you fear his ambition. It is a ring that is more of a chain than a piece of jewelry. And even more so, the ring reminds you of...
Enough! No more questions. It is a ring, nothing more. But the boy guessed correctly. A parlor trick, surely. But the rest is lies, of that be assured. No more questions, Reverend Judge.
Then I shall call our next witness. Chandra, please come forward.
Sand. No!
Это не для меня, Шандра, это для Эмбера.
All right. You've got a good point. Go on, Sand. Ask your questions.
Chandra, you know the accused, have traveled with her, have you not?
I have.
In this crime of which she is accused, as one who knew the people of Ember, of Port Last, do you really think her capable of such a crime?
No, not at all. Look, don't get me wrong. Trouble seems to come at her heels. But it's how she deals with those troubles that makes me say no. She keeps trying to make things right, even when things are at their worst. And it's really hard not to admire that and stick by it no matter what.
I think that says it all, Chandra. Thank you. I have no more witnesses, Lord Nasher.
The parties have spoken. Now all that remains is judgment to be passed. Lord Nasher.
I expect Lord Nasher has already come to the correct decision.
I certainly hope so. It's evident this was a conspiracy to frame a loyal squire of Neverwinter as a criminal of the worst sort.
Silence, Sand. I have heard enough from you, and from you, Torio. And it is enough for me to reach a decision. The case before me was a difficult one. But it seems we now know the identity of Ember's attackers. Naval, I want the ambassador, her retinue, and any remaining members of the arcane Brotherhood of Luskan outside the city gates by nightfall.
What? This is no verdict. To think the Brotherhood truly responsible.
You brought this case before me. Now you debate my verdict? I would be careful of where you point a sword when you draw it, Ambassador. And remind your masters in Luskan of that as well. I think we've wasted enough time on this. Justice has been done, and...
I claim the right of trial by combat.
Ambassador, I am tired of your games, and I will indulge you no longer.
In a matter of such importance, you would deny me my sacred right of appeal? Can Lord Nasher do that, Reverend Judge? Can he put himself above our god tier in this matter?
He cannot. The ambassador from Luskan is entitled to an appeal as she describes.
Это правда?
Gods, I was hoping she didn't know about it.
And who will fight for you, Torio? This is no battle with words, though I would like to see you try to match your wit against the blade of a true soldier of Neverwinter.
Indeed, you are correct, Sir Naval. Luskan is not the aggressor here, and I only wish to see justice done. But I cannot defend myself and seek justice in this matter. Is there not one who will champion the people of Ember?
I will. I have listened to these lies and will answer them with my blade, in Luskin's name.
A champion has been declared. Both the defender and the accused are required by law to report to the Temple of Justice in Neverwinter, to undergo the rite of Tyr, to cleanse themselves in a night of prayer and vigilance. The following morning, the champions shall meet in combat so that justice may be decided.
So be it. After the rite is observed, the trial shall be held in the morning upon the tourney grounds. Arm yourself and be ready, squire, or choose a champion to fight for you. Because, by the gods, we have not come all this way for justice to be denied in this final hour.
So, it seems this will be decided with blood. If that is what it takes to win the day, then that is what we must do. When you are prepared, go to the Hall of Justice and speak with Prior Ham to start the rite of Tyr.
В интересный переплет мы попали, не так ли? Я не скажу, что помню, где мне найти хороших зелий на всякий случай. Посмотрим, кого мы можем выбрать также вместо себя, если это имеет смысл. Может быть, вот, например, наш дорогой Келгару, ему же как раз нужно было научиться сражаться не просто так, а за какую-нибудь, значит, за хорошую положительную идею. Но пока я перетряхну своими мозгами, и, может быть, посмотрим, где бы нам зелий хороших достать. Какие-то у меня есть, но я помню, можно было вроде бы что-то подороже купить, если я не ошибаюсь. Но, по-моему, это было в Портласте, и не факт, что нас выпустят вообще за пределы Невервинтера. У тебя десятка серьезных есть. Но это не так плохо. У меня тоже кое-что есть, если магия разрешается. Ага, вот, я помню, что не продавала такие зелья. И хотя они стоят довольно дорого, мне нужно продать что-нибудь и купить несколько из них. Закупились, идем обратно. Спасибо, не... Или, как она на самом деле зовется, Ная. Так, а Тир... Да, Тир это как раз то место, храм Тира, где наш дорогой Дворф хотел постричься в монахи, да? Ну, посмотрим, может быть, у него все-таки это получится. Я опять-таки повторюсь, что я не уверен, что мне он будет более полезен в роли монаха, но если это то равнение, которое он хочет принять, то я его, думаю, должен поддержать. А вот и сам храм. Так. Это ты, Хлэм?
Are you ready for the rite of Tyr?
Что это за ритуал?
It is a cleansing ritual of prayer. It is held in seclusion here within the Hall of Justice. By purifying one's mind and reflecting on one's deeds, sometimes it allows one to achieve the clarity needed to avoid bloodshed in a trial by combat, by admitting one's guilt, although I do not believe that will happen this night. It is Neverwinter law, and it must be upheld. You must complete the rite and prepare yourself for battle against your accuser in the morning.
Я готова.
Your companions will have to leave you alone for the first phase of the rite. It is tradition.
Пожалуйста, оставьте меня. Со мной все будет хорошо.
Follow me.
Hold a moment. This rite of Tyr can wait. I haven't had my say yet.
Что ты здесь делаешь?
Why am I here? Oh, well, it's because I want to take your place. That Torio, she's got you matched up with a Luskin-trained killer. There's no justice in that little viper suddenly bringing a bear out of nowhere to fight you. Let me fight him. He's a dog. Not even worthy of you. He fights like a Luskin fights, through daggers in the back, poison daggers even. We know how to solve situations. By hitting them until they break. They know it. That's why they're doing the duel now. And I want to hit them hard.
Почему ты расстроен?
Because it's not fair, that's why. I don't mind a fight for fight's sake. But this crime they've accused you of, the slaughter of an entire village, it's more than just a fight. It's...
You feel it is unjust.
You're damn right it's unjust. This isn't just a fight by the gods. This is honor and fairness and the lives of you and those people of Ember who were slaughtered. After all you went through, all the searching for clues and those poor villagers to lay it all on your head, by the gods, I want to fight him. I'll show him justice.
You are allowed to choose a champion. Do you wish this one to take your place? You must still undergo the rite of Tyr. But when Lorn emerges on the field tomorrow, it shall be this one who fights in your stead.
Ты хочешь стать моим защитником? Для меня это большая честь.
Good. That's what I'd hoped you'd say. I've been thinking of things to do to that Luskan ever since the trial, and I can't wait to try them out. I'll meet you at the trial grounds in the morning, and we'll just see if Lorn can handle me.
I will see your friend out, then return. May Tyr's justice fall upon us all. Here you will remain until we come for you in the morning. Gaze upon the face of Tyr, and let him gaze upon you. If you are true to your word and deeds, then you need not fear his judgment. You are permitted visitors during this time, for often justice does not solely lie in the words and deeds of the accused, and you may gain truth from the words of those closest to you. We will return for you on the morrow.
Вот такие делишки.
So, quiet enough for you? I mean, now that Kelgar is done ranting, I heard it from several streets away. Actually helped me find this place. I hope you don't mind if I come in here and just start speaking my mind. Otherwise, this place would seem awfully dull.
Что у тебя на уме?
I must say, I didn't expect that we would be able to force Torio's hand like this. Trial by combat is a rather desperate maneuver, quite unlike her. It's really rather quite pleasing. And if you were to beat Lorn, well, that would make me simply ecstatic. I could help, you know.
Я не откажусь от помощи, если это не противоречит правилам дуэли.
Here, take this. It's a few special concoctions I whipped up to help you tomorrow should Lorn decide to poison, cheat, or simply give you several gaping chest wounds. And, no need for thanks. It would just be embarrassing. Let me leave you to it. But there is one last thing. Our friend Torio. I think she's rather close to breaking. It's what happens when one is tied to an ill-conceived plan, as I once felt. And I think Torio is one who prefers to be on the winning side. Worth thinking about, especially if she is at our mercy later. Good night.
Статуи, пламя
Forgive me. I did not mean to disturb the rites.
и наш дорогой паладин. Почему ты здесь?
I was troubled. I thought perhaps by seeking you out that I could help somehow. I know something of knightly combat, more so than your opponent, I suspect. Are you familiar with the etiquette of the duel?
Расскажи мне о нем.
Do not yield to Lorn. If there is a chance you can still win, keep fighting, for Lorn will not accept your surrender.
Еще что-нибудь?
Any weapons or spells are permitted in the arena. Each combatant is expected to fight to the best of their ability, with all the resources at their disposal. Lorn's strength is in close combat. As such, there is no dishonor in keeping him beyond arm's reach. And if you do not wish to face him, know that I will gladly serve as your champion, if you would permit it.
Спасибо за предложение, Косавир, но я справлюсь с Лорном. Кроме того, я уже пообещал эту роль Келгару.
Very well. I cannot do much more to help you then. If there was a chance to train before the battle, I would. But there is no time. May Tyr guide your blade tomorrow, and may the people of Ember grant strength to your weapons. This is something someone gave me once. I need it no longer. Make use of it tomorrow, and it will have served its purpose. It is a ritual flask. It will heal you and also convey a blessing upon you.
Спасибочки. Следующий посетитель?
It is time. Torio and Lorn await us on the field. Nasher wished me to communicate to you the importance of the coming battle, both for you and for Neverwinter itself.
This is a great honor, to be able to lay down your life for your homeland. You should savor this moment.
For too long has Luskin's arcane brotherhood had free passage in Neverwinter. This trial is a means by which their presence here can be removed. What happened at Ember was a terrible crime, and they are responsible, of that we are certain. Fight Lorn, defeat him, and you will prevent Neverwinter from sharing Ember's fate at Luskin hands. Succeed in this, and Nasher has promised to grant you your own land, and a noble title if you so wish it. These are dark times, and he needs every loyal hand by his side should more troubles fall upon us.
Лорн, Торио и Лускан должны ответить за Эмбер. Я держу победу.
Very well. I can ask for no more. The tourney grounds await.
Интересно, могу ли я те ништяки отдать тому бойцу, которого я выберу? Как вы думаете? Которые мне подарили. Испытание. Почтенная публика. Вот наш кандидат. А вот там с противоположной стороны есть, безусловно, и наш соперник. Посмотрим, правильное было решение
Is the
или нет.
accuser or her champion here?
We are here.
Is the accused or her champion here?
Aye, the champion's here, and he's ready.
What takes place in the field here today shall resolve the crime of the razing of the village of Ember and the death of its people. Torio Claven, ambassador of Luskin, has accused one in the service of Neverwinter and has called for a trial by combat to resolve the matter. Acting on her behalf is her champion, Lorn, who will fight in her stead. We call upon Tyr to help us settle this matter. Tyr's judgment shall come forth through blade and strength, through balance and resolve.
Надеюсь, что так. Но мы расходимся, стрелять из пистолетов друг друга мы не будем, потому что их у нас нет. Давайте-ка мы сохранимся по такому поводу. И пойдем вперед. Значится... Ага, я есть, и я, наверное, могу предмет передать, правда? Ритуальная склянка. Дополнительное зелье исцеления критических ран. Я, наверное, не могу его заколдовать, да? Но я могу передать вещь. Например, вот эту. Выносливость. Грацию. И силу. Я их все равно никогда не использую. Да, и твердую кожу. Почему бы нет? У меня куча зелий, которые я действительно не трогаю. Стрела вампира, не знаю. Пригодится ли ему? Но вот мы вроде бы экипировались. Я, наверное, все-таки выпью пару зелий и попробую выпустить пару выстрелов из лука, да, и тогда уже мы попробуем справиться. У меня были зелья скорости, да, может быть, они мне помогут сохранять дистанцию. Выносливость. Твердая кожа. И сила. Ага, и вот он готов нанести удар. Так. Ну чё, вперед! Ну-ка. Я слежу за моим здоровьем. У меня зелий достаточно, а он тяжело ранен и при смерти. Окей. Так, это уже не окей. А у меня тут есть они. Давайте-ка мы их заменим. Ага, как бы не так. При смерти еще. Урон не нанесен. Цель не может быть убита во время неистовства. Хорошо, давайте сделаем так. Ритуальная склянка нам поможет тоже. Мы ей, наверное, воспользуемся. Давайте пока что сделаем так. Ага. Теперь... Привет. Так. Я отойду. Может быть, выпью то зелье скорости. Или сначала воспользуюсь склянкой. Давай. Так. Возможно, стоило выбрать благословление, но... Ладно, пока так. И скорость. Давай. Так. Угу. Болт +1 это хорошо, и стрела +1 тоже неплохо. Однако... Оп. Так. Засранец. Неистовство его, значится, не может его убить. Неприятно. Привет. Aha!
Justice has been served. My judgment, passed at the trial, shall now take effect as was intended. The arcane Brotherhood of Luskan is to leave the city of Neverwinter within 3 days' time, and they are not to be permitted within our walls again. By royal decree, the possessions of the champion of the Luskan ambassador, Lorne, are to become the property of the accused. And Ambassador, you now have much to answer for. To the accused, I believe you are in need of a well-deserved rest. Please return to the sunken flagon. That is a command from your lord, soldier of Neverwinter.
Спасибо. Ну а ты?
Word of the trial came to me faster than you did. It would have been wiser for you not to come at all.
Forgive us, Master Garius. She proved more capable than we had expected.
Ember destroyed, the time wasted with this trial. I trusted you, Torio. Brutes like Lorne. They swarm the Luskan streets in hundreds, thousands. But you...
Master Garius, the one we seek, she still has the shards. They are in her possession. They can still be retrieved. Tell me what to do. I shall do it.
Do? You are to do nothing, and you are to say nothing, especially to our ally. The shards are out of my reach, for now. But I have almost all I need for the ritual, and when that is done, I shall need our ally no longer. I shall not need anyone. Leave me, Torio.
Звучит зловеще. Волк, это этот мальчик, да? Нелегко тебя поймать. У меня для тебя послание от Алданона. Нет, это другой мальчик. Просто посланец. Может быть, один из тех, которых мы встретили на улицах и которым мы помогли. От Алданона? Чего ему от меня нужно? Пришел тут, все бормотал про какой-то серебряный осколок. Сказал, что хочет с тобой немедленно поговорить. Когда это было? Может, 2 дня назад. К тебе Дори хотела зайти, но эти старые напыщенные жрецы ее вышвырнули. Значит, нужно сходить к Алданону. Окей, ну на этом, пожалуй, хватит. У нас тут уже записано сколько? 1:10, но событий произошло столько, что эпизод тоже, наверное, будет в районе часа, ну или может чуть меньше. Однако, я рассчитываю, что это будет больше, чем 30 минут. Мы где-то примерно остановимся здесь. Я подыщу какой-нибудь хороший угол камеры. Ну, хотя бы и так, с нашей благородной Шандрой мы пойдем вперед, посмотрим, как дела у Алданона, и что он нам хочет сказать, или, возможно, помочь и словом, и делом, а может быть, артефактом. Если у вас есть что сказать, то вы можете поделиться впечатлениями в секции комментариев под этим видео. Как обычно, прошу обходиться без крупных спойлеров. Если вам понравился этот эпизод, то вы знаете, что делать. Конечно, всегда помогает, когда вы делитесь моими видео в социальных сетях. С вами был Last of War с канала Last of War Беларусь. До встречи в следующий раз и спасибо за просмотр.